big punches where we get together. To try and get them to turn on and look at us so we can suppress that threat. Overall, you can see it like a boxing match. We are both in the defensive and in the offensive at the same time. And while we are defending ourselves, we are also doing some, so to speak, punches, where we get together a lot of different types of aircraft with different roles and punch a hole into an enemy's air defense and hit him where it hurts.
Flight 37, sound 6. Roger, we have you. To the west, and the remainder going north. Flight 37, sound 6. Roger, we have you.
The system we have is able to cover 360 degrees around our platform for more than 500 kilometers-ish and provide the proper information real time on any movements that we see in the air. Mainly we are like an enabler that gives them the possibility to see far normally that they are and earlier than what their own system will allow.
Contact at 13.
Having the different countries in the AWACS is giving the advantage that every country from the smallest up to the biggest, they bring their own experience. This experience, together with the standards we have in NATO, makes us flying and accomplish the mission we get tasked for.
Level 3, 02 for tapping. To the west, and the remainder going north.
One of the biggest challenges we have is an opponent's air defense, because the air defense is not just one system, but normally a system of systems. So to peel that onion, as we call it, we need a variety of capabilities.
1,000 and scattered from 10.
You've got one spare taxi.
First in, last out, that's kind of what we all know that we're going to be asked to do. We're going to be the first ones in on the leading edge of the larger force package to try and get them to turn on and look at us so we can suppress that threat.
Stingray is pound 6.
But if they can find the radar, that means the radar can find them.
Do you have the most stressful job in the world?
Biased answer, I would say yes. I'm sure others would disagree with me, but it's a very stressful job. It's one of those things where, yes, it is dangerous. It's an inherently dangerous mission set, but we are very prepared as a squadron, as an Air Force, as a whole, to take on that very challenging mission set.
When the enemy's air defense is down, that gives us the air superiority to actually attack what we need to attack on the ground.
We have basically same manuals, stronger together. That's not just a buzzword, and I believe in that. That when we are able to work together, get to know each other, that's strong.
Roger, we're tracking. Thank you. 0 quarters. Roger, I'm tracking about 10 to 12.
Controlling from thousands of kilometers away is not the best way to do it. Actually, training our pilots to take the decisions on the battlefield, in the air, and making them good at that is what achieves the success of the NATO air power.
Roger, I copy Mach. Clearance to engage.
So biggest advantage of us refueling them in the air on the spot is to extend their time in the air and their range. If we were to drag them from A to B, for example, that's the most prominent point.
You have teach from the beginning of the pilot career that don't hit anything with the airplane, and now once you do air-to-air refueling, you have to hit something. But it is different way of flying, let's say so.
We're trying to provide the most stable platform that we can be. So we're flying the most predictable way. So we're matching speeds, we're pre-arranging speeds that will both fly, and then it's a lot of pre-arrangement and predictability.
Slipper, bad, 3710. Where's Telly? 6, that counts.
Also say the most well-trained pilots. And with 32 nations, we kind of challenge each other, which means that we are constantly getting better instead of just taking the rule book and just following it.
You kind of have to rely on your training, you rely on the preparedness and readiness that you have. I think in terms of being able to integrate with foreign partners, you definitely have an unmatched capability to do that here in Europe, just with the close proximity to them, which I think only enhances our lethality, one as a unit, but as an Air Force as well.